Here we go.
They're my
This one.
Oh,
Prejudging, but my name's Luke. Welcome back to What the Fanboy Show. This is Tyler.
What up? And this is the beautiful, hooded Brett Eitzen. I don't know why I did
What's
that. We
up?
just got
This is awesome. This is awesome. I love what's going on. This it's so uncomfortable. What is going on?
I just tried to kill Brett with his own hood.
well, yes. This has been an interesting beginning of our show.
We're rolling.
We're doing it live.
We're crushing it today so far.
I messed my hair up.
Sharing hoods and hoodies, blankets. That was earlier.
It was. It's cold.
Sorry,
in here
it's
tonight.
cold in my house.
It's okay.
It is freezing in here.
I bet it's great for sleep though.
It is.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I would do it too.
Totally great for sleep. Anyways, what did y'all do this week?
So
Froze in Brett's basement.
You have been over here. Two
No, yeah, like,
nights in a
but
row,
seriously
haven't
though,
you?
like I was here last night and the air conditioner was just on me. I was like,
And he
I
goes
gr-
over
Didn't
and
you-
he grabs a towel instead of a blanket to cover himself up with.
the towel's on top, and I wanted what was ever closest.
I was pretty comfortable. But to answer your question, I played some more Sekiro. Great game. Oh, I played with JT actually. This is perfect. I played
JT wants
Sekiro.
us to stop whatever we were doing. I don't know at the
It's
time.
probably me trying to put your hood on.
Probably.
I played Sekiro with JT. He helped me out quite a bit. Helped me get a few things that I definitely needed.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. It's a good game. It's tough. Like, people are not exaggerating when they say it's really, really difficult. But tons of fun. I watched the Capitals take a 2-0 series lead in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Right now, they're getting the crap kicked out of them, so I'm not really happy about it. But that's okay. I played the Alcatraz map with you guys and
Yeah, we did.
and Brendan. It was fun. It's definitely different. It has a
Very
way
different.
different feel than
Normal blackout.
yeah, like it's really fast paced.
Don't know what my hair is doing.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like the side of my hair is kind of doing something I've never seen before. Just kind of rolling with it. We'll do it live.
We're no
Did you
fashion
start recording
experts.
late?
No, my computer's messing up, so the recording might not work, and I'll have to steal it from YouTube again. So
Oh, that's all right.
we'll see what happens. It said system overload cannot process anything.
Dude, you
that's
can't have
going
Chrome
on.
open. I'm telling you, man.
Well, that would. I've had it open every week. I have
I was just
nothing
gonna let
open.
you guys finish arguing, but I'm about done with the first book in Stephen King's Dark Tower series.
Oh.
And I realize now why people hate that movie so much.
Yeah.
Because like when I'm reading, like the book is such a mixed bag to me. So I'm gonna like give you a review in progress.
Sweet.
There's moments where I'll read for 20 pages and or 20 or 40 pages, somewhere in that window, and I'll just be like, man, what am I reading? Like, this is just not good. I don't really enjoy this. And then there's moments for like 20 to 40 pages where I'm like, this book is incredible. Everyone should read it. And then I go through another spurt where it's just not that good, or it's boring, or I feel like I'm reading like 15 pages of him describing a rock on the side of a mountain. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. Right now it's all right, but I'm hoping the ending of it's pretty good because it's getting pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But other than that, I watched Game of Thrones. I watched some new Star Wars trailers, which we'll get into later, and just been kind of hanging out, playing sports, playing paintball, getting shot at point blank range.
Nice.
It's good stuff.
It's the way
Yeah,
to
you sent
play.
a picture. It looks
Yeah, it's pretty.
very uncomfortable.
It's pretty bad. It broke skin. It's like scabbed up now.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. I definitely recommend paintball if you don't play.
If you like pain.
No.
Oh.
I mean, I guess.
If you like paint.
It would fill that void if you enjoy pain and paint or paint. But that's about it. What about you guys? Oh, started rewatching Game of Thrones with Dana. That's kind of a big
So
thing.
you watch Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 1,
Mhm.
as well as
Season
restarting
1.
the season.
First 7 episodes. So
Nice.
all 7 of those episodes were better than last night's episode. Oh, hot take. Sorry.
You're so bold.
We'll have lots
Last
of...
night's episode wasn't bad.
Polarizing
thoughts.
take. Breaking the status quo. How dare you say that? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Mm.
I want to open that, but I know it's the video you sent me, so I can't.
Oh.
But no, other than that, just chilling. You guys?
I did a lot, actually.
You did. You bought a new game.
I did buy a new game.
did
I'll get to
buy a
that
game.
later, though. My Bond marathon continues.
It's still on there?
Some of them are, but the ones that aren't on Netflix are on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So it doesn't slow down.
Living Daylights, License to Kill, and GoldenEye are the ones that I watched.
Jeez, dude.
What was your
you're a
favorite
machine.
out of those?
GoldenEye, definitely.
Good call.
GoldenEye is one of the best ones.
Good.
License to Kill is really good,
GoldenEye
too.
is fantastic.
Living Daylights, which is Timothy Dalton's first Bond movie, is it's kind of a, I don't know, I think it's a poor introduction to him.
Is he good, though?
Yeah, he's good. Honestly, all the actors I think are fine. They're good. There's not a bad one.
Nice.
I saw Shazam again, and it was great. I saw it in IMAX this time, which is awesome. But the best part about seeing it in IMAX is you get to see the Godzilla King of the Monsters IMAX preview.
And you didn't want to watch it.
What? That was
No,
Brett.
that was me.
I thought you said it, too.
I don't remember that.
I could have swore you said it, too.
I think you said, well, I don't know if I want. I think maybe you were a little more on the fence. Not as hard, no. Although now after you've seen it, and we're
It was
like
so good. Oh
blown away,
Because my feelings weren't justified, I guess.
no.
So like
I had to go pay for an IMAX ticket.
to Shazam, a movie you like.
I know, but there's a couple other movies that, while definitely aren't as good, also would be good to watch. So we could have reviews and thoughts about it.
Nobody wants to hear a review of Hellboy.
Or
I actually
PJ.
kind of.
I really wanna watch
watch
it,
it just
but-
to see how bad it actually is.
You guys want to see it at the Warren 21 so you guys can like be a little happier when you watch it.
So we can drink.
I can
That's what he
drink
means.
beforehand.
I was going to say, I can drink at home.
Anyway, through that entire scene, I was just going, "Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh." Like it's just insane.
Best
It's
part,
insanity.
besides the visuals, obviously, the music.
Dude.
So good.
I was like absolutely entranced. I was just like, and I was like, it's so beautiful.
I cannot wait for that movie.
Um,
It's shooting up the list of most anticipated
oh yeah,
right now.
oh yeah, definitely. I played Black Ops 4 for the first time in forever. It seems like. Oh, with these munchkins.
Yeah.
I played the Alcatraz map in Blackout, and that's just absolute insanity.
True that.
It was not what I was expecting. I didn't know anything about it. The map is tiny, and you can come back.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I was playing again, and I was like,
I got a pistol.
I was falling out of the sky, and I just
I'm just glad they
landed.
at least give you something.
Yeah, they don't apex you and bring you back in with nothing.
Nothing.
Let's see what else. So, I did buy a new game. I went and got Far Cry New Dawn.
Ooh.
Because it was only $20 at GameStop. So I was like,
$20.
oh, heck yeah. And I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It's the first non-main Far Cry one that I've played. And I don't know if it's really similar to the other ones or not, but it's like just a direct sequel.
Yeah.
Like it takes place 15 years after or something. There's characters that are back. Like I saved Grace and the pastor Jerome. So they're
Jerome.
back. They're just older.
Jerome
But-
was so cool in 5.
Yeah, dude, he's
Yeah.
awesome. But then like it's crazy because like this, you're trying to build up this settlement, and the Highwaymen, which is these two twins, are just in control, and they're trying to destroy everything and take your stuff. But you hear about these people in the north in this place called New Eden, and how they have this drug that makes them take so many bullets. And I'm just like, I'm gonna get high on bliss, and I'm gonna go bananas on people, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'm really excited for that. But like I'm really enjoying it. The story's been good so far. I like the new characters that they've added.
Any new mechanics or anything? I've seen there's like a health bar thing, right, on enemies.
Yeah, there is, and they have numbers that pop up when you hit them now.
I like that.
Oh.
I don't know if you can turn it off. I haven't looked because I like it too when they do that. It
Yeah.
lets me know like, oh geez, I did 400 damage.
Makes me feel good about my weapons.
Yeah, and you actually know if you got a headshot because it goes boom, yellow number or something.
Yeah.
The weapon wheel is different. It used to be like you hit LB and then you went to it and you had to like hit right or left to like hit different things. Now it's you have a weapon wheel or you just hit LB and you go up and down on the D-pad to pick like your throwable or something. And I think
Is it smoother?
yeah, it's a little smoother. It works better. They don't give you guns right away. There's like, welcome to the store, buy any gun you want. And so you just like start off with silence sniper and the best silence machine gun. Like there's different levels to them. So like right now, my machine gun that I have is like not very good, and I kind of struggle sometimes. But I'm on the easiest difficulty because you know me, I like things to be easy. I want to enjoy the world. I don't want to die every 20 minutes because a random bear comes up and slaps me. Jeez, that happened a couple times. But yeah, it's really fun. I'd say it's definitely fanboy worthy. If you really liked Far Cry 5, I think you should check it out. And if you haven't yet, it's a good opportunity too because it's a lot cheaper now.
Yeah,
And it's cheaper
cheap.
anyway if it goes back to full price. I mean, so
Yeah.
I think that's everything I did.
Sweet.
Oh, I watched Superman Batman Apocalypse last night after Game of Thrones.
Never is done with his week.
I do a lot.
You do so much.
It's impressive.
I like struggle just to wake up,
Well, you have
get like to work.
you have a wife and a kid. I don't. So I have a little more time.
Just this old guy over here.
Yeah, you're definitely way older than me.
All right.
Old.
What did I do this week? Nothing that these guys haven't already talked about.
Nice. So
Played some Black Ops.
Oh, I did. Go ahead.
No, please go first.
Okay, cool.
Brett's done. No.
If you are a reader, I just want you guys to know that if you own a Kindle or you can download the Kindle app on your phone, the Game of Thrones book number 1 is $1.99 right now. Sorry, I just thought about that. That was pretty cool.
I feel like that's more of a news section. But
I accidentally found it last night and I bought it.
Oh,
because
okay,
it was,
so you
and
did that.
I already have a paperback version, but it was $1.99. I'm like, can't pass that up.
no, you can't.
Sorry.
No, you good.
Oh, and one more thing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So played Call of Duty Blackout on Alcatraz. I didn't feel like I was sucking.
Oh yeah, me too. Like
Having not played in months.
I like got a 3. Don't want your judgment, Call of Duty players. I got like 3 kills in the first match on Alcatraz, and I was like, what the heck? Normally I get 0 to 1 in a Blackout. I imagine the pace helped with that a bit, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt more like a multiplayer match.
Yeah. And you come back, so you're like,
You're a little more risky.
I was a little, yeah. I engaged in oftentimes when I probably wouldn't have normally
Heck
in
yeah.
Blackout.
I think
so.
it boosted my confidence a little bit, though, just in Blackout in general, because the next morning I played Blackout solos, normal, and I got 4 kills.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
I got 7th.
Rolling top 10.
Yeah. And I got a bunch of credit
Merits?
things. Yeah, merits. And I was like, I'm done. I'm not going to do that good the rest of the morning. So I just logged off.
Well, so my favorite part of playing Blackout with you guys was actually the one game of regular Blackout we played at the very end.
Were you only you?
Because I was the last one. We full squad of 4, like both in vehicles, like trying to escape the storm.
Oh, yeah.
And we drive into a town. I don't remember what it's called. And just
Rivertown,
and
Mesh mines
mesh
everywhere.
mines just take out both vehicles. I somehow survive.
Me and Kyler, gosh darn it.
Kylo Ren.
Me and Tyler got pwned in our sports car.
Yeah.
We did.
Didn't
Oh
stand
yeah,
a
we were in
chance.
the convertible.
Yeah, you guys were, and I was on the ATV with Brendan. Brendan insta-dies.
I don't know how you didn't die.
I
Did you have
don't
a
either.
trauma kit or better armor or something?
No, I definitely didn't have better armor. I did have a couple trauma kits, or at least one trauma kit that I used immediately after because I ran to the little barn. I was like hiding back there. I was like healing myself, and then the ring was still coming, and you guys were just like, "Go, go, go!" So I hopped on the 4-wheeler,
Oh yeah, we
and
did.
like people were shooting at me. It was pretty epic. I wish I would have recorded it.
What did you end? Like 15, 14, 12?
I
I
don't
don't know.
remember. It wasn't anything great. So then I
First?
got to some houses. I
Healed
got some better loot. Then got in a one-on-one fight. Almost died, but I sprinted to another truck, an armored truck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going like over these hills in this armored truck, almost flipping it over. I get to another little like outcropping of buildings, and I just get one-shot headshot through the windshield and die.
It was so funny though. The funniest part was just hearing like Brendan laughing and yelling the whole time. Because when Brendan gets laughing a lot, it's like, to me at least, it's super contagious. Like I just cannot help it.
I was literally laughing so hard my eyes were like watering up, and I was like blurry vision. I'm like, I can't see where I'm going.
It was a lot of fun.
It was great.
Speaking of vehicles, a really awesome thing in Far Cry New Dawn, the dog companion that you have.
Can it get in cars now?
It can get in a car. It can't get on an ATV, but I take the motorcycles everywhere because they have a sidecar.
Oh,
And your dog gets in the side of it, and it's just like
nice.
so awesome.
That's-
His name's Timber.
Timber.
I'm yelling Timber.
I also watched the Game of Thrones season 8 premiere. We all watched it together, actually.
We did.
That was pretty fun.
We did.
So, more thoughts on Game of Thrones later.
Yes.
But other than that, guys, I really didn't do much.
Yeah, I was super busy this past weekend, so I didn't squeeze in too much.
We did a
other
lot
than-
of housework and just real life stuff.
I mean, I didn't, but
I did.
I played paintball, flag football, and softball.
Well, actually, so I guess what was last week Monday? What did I tell you guys? I had to binge all of season 7 for Game of Thrones in like the 5 days, and I did it.
Well done.
I'm proud of you.
It was not easy. I mean, luckily it was a shorter season, so
Yeah.
it made it a little easier. But
I was amazed that Dana and I got through 7 episodes.
that's really impressive.
It's kind of blown away. I'm not good at watching shows. Like, I will be the first to tell you. And Dana's really good at it, so I just I'm like, hey, if you're willing to watch, I'm going to watch too.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just keeps going, and I'm like, perfect. I'll just stay right here
Dude,
on the couch.
that show gets to you, and you got to keep knowing what happens. Like when I started watching it a long time ago, it was in the middle of season 4. I watched seasons 1, 2, and 3, and then up to the point in 4. I think it was halfway or 3/4 of the way through in a weekend.
That's so crazy.
It was bad. It was not good. Anyway, I definitely don't have the same feelings about the show now. I'm ready for it to end.
I can totally see if you've been watching this for 8-9 years, like
Wanting it to be done.
wanting it to be done, not because you dislike the show.
Oh, yeah,
but
I
because
still
it's just
really
time
like
for it to come to its conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Totally get that. Should we do some news?
We should do some news.
Crime wave in Gotham.
Yay.
Other breaking
Yay!
Yeah.
News.
Yeah.
What do we got on our news docket? Docket? Is that the right word? I don't know. It's a word.
I'm gonna infuse news with the Oracle Luke. So Luke and I were talking. I sent him a thing on Instagram the other day, and Luke jokingly goes, "Man, Hellboy's about to make like $12 million."
No.
Or you said $12.
I said Hellbomb is about to make $12.
And it made $12 million on its opening weekend, which is atrocious, for lack of a better word. But awesome news, because the movie's so bad, Shazam opened in like 1,300 new theaters over the weekend.
It's weird.
It's
That's
super awesome.
crazy.
So, and then Shazam won the box office again this weekend. So, cool news story to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good job, Shazam.
Shazam's
Bad job,
at
Hellboy. Hellbomb.
$260 million.
On an $80 million budget.
That's
Nice
domestic or
No, that's
international?
That's
okay.
both. That's combined. That's worldwide. It's made 100 or 94 million domestic, 164 million
Nice.
foreign.
It's a good number.
That is way to go, Shazam.
So-
Unfortunate for Hellboy.
Hellbomb. We'll see it eventually.
Yeah.
Got to see if it's actually that bad. I have a feeling it's not really that bad.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just stick with DC. Birds of Prey finished filming yesterday or something, and they released a new logo. It's a nice logo.
It's really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of really fun details in it.
That I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
Until you pointed it out to me.
Like in the letters Birds of Prey, like there's different assortments of weapons or masks of the characters.
Or logos.
Yeah.
Like the Batman logo
Mm-hmm.
is in there. It's pretty cool.
The bee is a domino mask.
See?
Oh, yeah, I see. See the little weapons, bow. Very clever.
Yeah, it's cool. So I'm actually kind of excited for that. Apparently the internet tells me I shouldn't be though, so
So that means you are.
yeah, that means I am. Gotta go against the grain, man. Gotta be bold. Anyway, next story, please. So we can kill this awkward silence.
Okay.
Brett, go!
Well, first off, Siebel is very jealous that you guys had Freddy's. It is his fave. Siebel, you don't have Freddy's out where you are, do you?
Where do you...
That
where
makes
does
that
Siebel
makes
live?
me sad. East Coast.
East Coast.
East Coast.
Represent. It's not me. What? I don't know exactly. Carolinas, maybe? I don't know.
I know
Siebel, if you want
there's
to tell us
Freddy's
where
in
you
North
live.
Carolina.
Oh, okay. Maybe there is a Freddy's nearby.
You just gotta go find it.
All right. Guys, Star Wars Celebration this last weekend. We got a ton of Star Wars news to go over.
All right.
I was gonna wait till the end for that.
Oh, let's wait till the end for that.
Disney
Let's do
Plus.
Disney Plus then. I don't have many stories. It was kind of a slow news
It was
week.
a slow news week. Which
I
is kinda
got. Do
shocking.
you want me to? I'll go through some smaller things.
Yeah, you
Okay.
first. You need to save Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah, fine. I'll save those for the main topic.
So Tomb Raider 2 is in
happening.
the works.
That's good. I liked
good.
that movie.
I
It
did-
wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't bad.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
It was a good adaptation.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm excited
Siebel
for
has
it.
a Freddy's 2 hours away.
Oh, jeez, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I really liked Alicia Vikander in it.
Yeah, she's a really talented young actress, and
Yeah,
I think given enough time, and she could really make that role her own.
I
I hope that they break away from just trying to do what the games did story wise. Like, just let it be an original adventure.
yeah, and I think they will because the first movie kind of delves into stuff from the first two games a
Yeah.
little bit more the first one than the second one,
Yeah.
but like there's revelations that happen in the second game that
Right.
happen
That
at the end
happened
of the
at
first movie.
first one.
Yeah, I won't say it in case you haven't seen it and you want to. But another thing, the actress from Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds talked about how crazy awesome the second game is going to be. So that's great
Still
because
need to play the first one.
yeah, you do that
Yeah.
game. I love that game. That is one of my favorite video games.
I need to beat it.
Yeah, you do. It's just an awesome world. It's Native Americans versus giant robot dinosaurs, and I just love it. It's awesome. But so it's just awesome that it's been really kind of in the dark whether or not that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to hear something about it. So let's see, do I have anything else? No, that's it. Okay.
It was a slow week.
Yeah, you can move on to your Disney Plus, Brett.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see it. I'm excited for this.
Okay. All right. So we'll talk about Disney Plus first because we haven't revisited the streaming wars in a while, and I feel like we needed to update the map. I didn't write like a whole soliloquy thing this time. Sorry, But I had fun drawing the continent region. I don't know, the kingdoms. Here we go. So we have up in the north, we have the White Walkers, Apple, who maybe aren't as much of a threat as we once thought. They don't have an ice dragon at this point, so
Looking for DC Universe.
Is DC Universe on the map?
They're in AT&T land.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
AT&T land is the north. They've got those whole northern kingdoms of DC Universe and HBO, and they're cooking up something with Warner Brothers in general. YouTube's there. The Iron Isles. They're there. They exist.
Subscribe to YouTube, Brad, please.
Yeah, I think they actually kind of really backed off promoting it. I don't know if it's dead in the water or not.
Really?
But
I get a question before every single video I watch
dang.
on YouTube.
Well,
it's like, you could watch this on YouTube Red and there'd be no ads or something like that. And I'm just like, oh, please stop.
yeah.
I can skip these.
Then
thanks.
over to the east, we have Comcast / NBC. Again, they're not really they're not in the race at this point. They keep saying that they're going to put something out by the end of this year or next year. It won't matter. Can't compete. Of course, we have the lion, Netflix, who controls most of the southern world. They are huge. They are
They're a juggernaut.
in trouble, but not from our next two people. CBS All Access. Oh, bless you, CBS All Access.
Isn't that like $15 a month?
No. It's
Oh.
It's 10.
It's like 10. I thought it was $9. Maybe it's $9.99.
$9.99.
10. I don't know. So they're there. They're a little bit like the land of High Garden. They exist. Haven't quite been invaded yet, but they exist. And then we got Amazon in the southern region of Dorne. And they're doing fine, way better than the Dornish in the Game of Thrones TV show. So, but they didn't have a really good place to exist on the map. Maybe they should have been over in Essos.
I don't know what that means.
On the eastern continent.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, we have the elephant in the room, or the dragons. Disney,
The mice.
the mouse, the giant mouse ears.
The mouse house.
Mickey.
They are on their way over, and so this weekend or this last week
boy.
in
Oh boy.
in at their was their shareholder meeting, I think. They announced that Disney Plus, which we all knew that was coming, is coming in November,
Mm-hmm.
and it is coming out at $7 a month. And
Good.
Fun fact, it comes out on my anniversary.
that is
Oh, nice.
like
Anniversary gift. No.
that's so. I'll pull up the map again here.
Don't do
If
that.
you're listening to this,
great.
just the audio version, I'll tweet the map out or something. But you can see the little. This
Their
$6.99 is them landing at Dragonstone. This is them on the brink of invading, and just going to destroy Netflix, I think.
So is the Mouse House going to team up with the North?
That's
in the-
doubtful.
in the
I don't
North?
think there will be any team ups in the foreseeable future. Only much destruction and
Oh,
vanishing of services.
huge fan of team ups.
Mostly, and I think that if anyone's going to team up with anyone, I think it's going to be the others are going to team up with Netflix because Disney is very keen on owning their content, and Netflix has tried to make that push in the last couple of years, but I think they've sunk so much money into original IPs, things they own, that I just don't see how they're going to, if people leave to go to Disney Plus, which there will be some. There probably isn't going to be at first that many, but as streaming
as
services
content comes out, more
Come-
people
yeah.
will.
Well, and as those prices continue to go up, Disney Plus is almost basically half of what Netflix is. If I'm gonna have to choose between the two, I've got a 3-year-old. Disney's gonna take my money no matter what in that scenario. There's no way Netflix comes out of that on top.
Did they say whether or not there's going to be ads on Disney Plus?
No ads, ad free,
All right, we'll see how long that price lasts.
and so that's
Going
the
up
other
in a
thing.
year.
Well, and the other thing is you can download any of it to like your device for playback.
What did they say? Shoot, I just forgot about the question I was going to ask. Dang it. Oh, well.
It's fine.
Maybe it'll come back to me.
Of course, if you want to buy Disney Plus a whole year subscription, it's $70. So that's
Oh, I remember now.
2 months off, $12.
Did they say anything about a
$14
trial?
off? No, I don't think they say anything about trial. I can't remember. Off the
You
top
need
of
a
my head,
trial. You need a trial.
But,
Yeah, that
You
goes a
ha-
long way.
You have to have a trial, I feel like.
I think they're maybe the one company that can get away with it. Apple absolutely needs a trial. CBS probably needs a trial.
The thing with it though is like you don't have a trial for content, you have a trial for interface.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like,
You don't want it to come out and be bugged.
yeah. Like one thing I dislike about DC Universe is their interface isn't really that good.
Yeah.
No, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And it's not on Xbox.
Yeah, they'll get there eventually.
They should already be there.
Yeah.
Thankfully though, the thing about DC Universe though is it's just DC. It's not all of Disney.
Right.
Yeah.
So I give it a little more breathing room. If Disney comes out and like their UI and how well it works, like if it's always delayed when I'm clicking stuff or something like that, it's just gonna be really frustrating. I guess I just expect better from Disney.
The
Yeah,
screenshot I saw of the interface, it looked fantastic.
It looked a lot like Apple TV, if you're familiar with that user interface at all,
Nope.
which is really clean, really easy to understand, and I'd say it's one of the better ones out there. I prefer it over the 15 iterations I've seen from Netflix. So
I like Hulu's a lot.
Hulu's is good, and I think
I just think it looks clean.
it does.
Amazon Prime, you need to work on yours really bad.
Amazon could really use a facelift.
I don't need I can't I use my Xbox controller a lot on it, and I want to be able can I use RB please, or the right bumper? Some people I don't like it called RB. Anyway, can I use the right bumper to move to the next tab? No,
Yeah.
I have to scroll all the way to the top
Yeah.
and hit over and hit A. No, just that's
Yeah.
it. Come
UI
on.
is important. It really affects the user experience. So yeah, no, we'll see what happens the next year. I would definitely imagine that for the next probably 3 years, Disney Plus is going up by $1 a year.
Will it work with Chromecast?
Supposedly, I don't remember if they said Chromecast. They listed a couple of devices, and then they said it, and then we're trying to get it to work with.
Is
lots of
Xbox and
others.
PlayStation one of those devices?
I would imagine so.
I sure hope so. I need that in my life.
If I have to actually plug in my computer, that is going to be frustrating. Because I don't want to watch it on my computer or on my iPad or on my phone.
I can't imagine. I would imagine that even if it's not there at launch, which they've got 9, 8, I don't know.
They've got a while.
They've got 6+ months to
Yeah.
figure that out. They'll be working on it to get it on as many places as possible. I'm sure Chromecast is up on that list.
I'm excited about it.
Me too, especially that.
That price point is perfect.
Yep, that's what they needed to do.
I was
I-
so worried they were going to
15 was what I expected.
I thought they were going to it was going to be $6.99, but you don't get Marvel or something.
Oh gosh.
you can get Marvel and Star Wars, but it's $11.99.
Yeah.
That's the other thing they said was that content's going to roll out over the first year. So
Yeah.
not everything will be accessible day one.
Mandalorian's day one.
Mandalorian's day one, a bunch of older stuff. They're doing away with the vault idea, which
Should have been done
should
20
have
years
been
ago.
done- yeah,
Should have never
exactly.
been a thing.
should have never been a thing. So yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Yeah, we'll get it too.
I probably will too. Like, I was just gonna mooch off one of you guys, but that's a very nice price point. Thank
Yeah.
you, Disney.
Yeah, well done.
Good job.
Thank you.
Well done.
I appreciate that.
Way to
price
take all of our money.
So there's another Disney-owned thing that happened, and that should probably launch us into our topic, right?
nifty old. Ooh, actually, can I have some more Disney Plus stuff that's Marvel related?
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, they announced some new shows.
yeah, they had logos for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah,
Seems fine. I think
Yeah.
that show will be fine.
that'll be a fine series.
It's gonna be super goofy.
And all
Yeah.
of
Buddy
the, and
cop.
all of these have been billed as limited run series.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're trying to create something that's going to last 10 years.
We're going on our 10th season of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right. These are maybe 1 or 2 season type of things, I think.
Good. The next one that they announced, there's no logo officially released, but there was one that was leaked, is WandaVision,
Ugh, hate that
which
name.
is maybe the worst title of
Hate
anything
that
ever.
name.
Sounds like something from Fairly Odd Parents.
I thought
It's so bad.
It's bad. And honestly, I think that's
I feel like
That's the worst
WandaVision
idea
is
for
something
any
you'd
of the
find at
shows.
Tomorrowland.
It sounds like something that it sounds like it's gonna be like a romance sitcom.
I don't know. Not convinced.
get ready for laugh tracks.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Awful.
I don't like the idea of that show, honestly. But hey, I'll probably still watch it because heck, I watched Iron Fist. Also, they confirmed the What If animated anthology series.
Yes.
That'll be fun.
The first episode is going to be Peggy Carter becomes Captain America,
Love it.
and
Sweet.
Skinny Steve is just around.
It's just
And I
he's
am
just hanging out.
so in. I am so in. That's awesome. And I think Haley Atwell is coming back to voice her.
Oh,
That's
dope.
awesome.
Nice.
I heard that, but you never know. That might not be true. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm so excited for the What If anthology.
That's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, and plus it's animated, so you can just do more with animation and go a little crazier with the action.
Mm-hmm. Then you can tell different stories.
That's I think that's
The
all I
Hawkeye
have.
show was also announced.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which sounds to me like the best one of the Marvel shows, personally. So I'm excited about that.
Yep.
I mean, the other shows will be cool, I'm sure. WandaVision sounds horrible. But no, like the Hawkeye show sounds really cool. He's training
Kate Bishop.
to become the next Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
Where it fits in time, we don't really know.
Yeah, for any of these.
But it'll be interesting.
Spoilers for Endgame, maybe?
Yeah.
We aren't really sure.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. And they also talked about The Mandalorian, but they didn't release the trailer though, which is unfortunate.
Let's talk about the Mandalorian.
Let's
next.
talk about it.
Don't we?
Bum 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 bum. Ba-ba-ba. I'm terrible at music. So Star Wars Celebration was this last week, is still going. I don't know how long it goes. Apparently they were still having panels today. So
I think the major stuff is done.
yeah, they
to
announced
build
a
your
bunch
own
of different
lightsaber.
things. In video game land, we got Jedi Fallen Order coming out from Respawn, aka Apex Legends. If you're wondering why we're
AKA
not getting
Titanfall.
like a Titanfall 3 right away, it's because they're making an awesome game.
Yeah, this trailer was super dope.
Yeah.
Cameron Monaghan's going to be the lead voice actor on this. Also really, really talented. He will absolutely crush it on this game. That's like a huge... It made me feel really good knowing that it was a good voice actor to do it, not
Yeah.
some random person that they just thought would work for cheap.
I'm just really, really excited for a single-player Star Wars game.
Yeah, they confirmed that this is a completely single-player game with no microtransactions.
EA has to say that every time. And it's so funny.
Yeah, if they don't, they'll get roasted.
Yeah.
This trailer got me more excited for Star Wars than the Episode 9 teaser trailer did.
Me too. Spoilers for later in the episode, I
Yeah,
guess, but
we'll talk about that later, though.
No, I think it's like I heard the last Jedi Force user game was
Force
Awakens,
Unleashed.
Force
Force Unleashed 2. Both of the Force Unleashed games were pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, they're
I
fun.
played the first one. I had fun.
I can't remember.
It was fun just being that destructive with the Force.
Yeah.
The story was ridiculous.
The story
Like,
was terrible, but it was
Terrible,
fun
terrible.
fun set pieces, and
It's like, do you want to pull a Star Destroyer out of the sky? I did. They didn't let me do it, but you did it in the trailer, which was cool. But
yeah. No, I'm really excited. EA or Respawn, not EA. Respawn is has quickly become one of my favorite developers. Can't wait to see more of this game. When was its release date?
Isn't it later this year?
I
Isn't it
thought
like
it was
November
like November
15th?
also. We get a bunch of Star Wars stuff at the end of this year.
Also near my anniversary.
You're going to have to postpone that anniversary.
No. No, I just know that my gift.
I think that's the right answer.
No.
Oh.
Looks like December.
Just says December.
Sounds to me like it may not be this year.
I thought I could have sworn the trailer said November or something.
We'll
Like it
just
had
have
an
to watch
actual
it again.
date.
We'll try to watch it again.
But yeah,
So what else was
that
revealed?
trailer was so good. They did a trailer for Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Season 7, coming to Disney Plus. Yo, I'm so in. I cannot wait. This is one of the main reasons I'm gonna get Disney Plus,
Yes,
so I can
agreed.
actually get a finish to this show. Ahsoka's gonna fight Darth Maul, and I can't wait. Oh my gosh!
It's gonna be epic.
I have not watched that show, but
If
I
you-
certainly need to.
It is maybe my favorite piece of extended universe. Like
Not the main.
not the
Episodes.
not the 8 going to be 9 main episodes. This is like my favorite way that they've been able to breathe new lore into the world of Star Wars.
I agree.
They do so much stuff with it, and some of it's ridiculous, but it works on so many levels. I think
Also, I forgot to say this during Fallen Order. It takes place 5 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Your character is going to meet Ahsoka, and I can't wait for that. You're going to team up with Ahsoka. We're going to get Ahsoka in video games, because I'm pretty sure they haven't put her in Battlefront 2 yet, which they should.
Yeah, why not? Come on.
Hey, they just added.
on,
They just
EA.
added Anakin or Dooku or Obi-Wan or something. Just
Like
now.
all of those.
But
Dooku is pretty recent.
You know what?
I think it was
I'm
Anakin.
gonna try and play that this week. I'm gonna go back into
Did
Battlefront.
you
2.
actually didn't take that in to trade in?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Well, because when you took it from me, you're like, I'll just take this in and trade it in and get Far Cry or something. So I just assumed you traded it in.
Probably trade it into something that is more expensive.
No, that's fine. Also, we mentioned it earlier when we were talking about Disney Plus, The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Yes.
Being produced by Jon Favreau, who does everything Disney these days.
He's doing Lion King.
Doing Lion King, did Jungle Book. Now he's
doing Jungle Book 2.
did they announce that? I missed that.
Yeah. A while back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's doing everything. But I'm excited for The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I think
I'm more excited for The Mandalorian than
we
episode.
didn't get to see any
Yeah.
actual trailers. There was
Also,
supposedly an exclusive one that they showed.
the logo's
there.
dope.
The logo looks really good.
I like the logo a lot.
It's very reminiscent to me of Dunkirk.
Yes. Actually, I didn't think about
with
that,
different
but
color
yeah.
variant.
With the yellow Star
with the
Wars
yellow.
color.
But yeah, no, like that cast is amazing. I can't wait to see a proper trailer for this thing.
Things I'm more excited about than Episode 9. In no particular order. Clone Wars Season 7. I haven't watched any of it. Jedi Fallen Order. Yes. The Mandalorian. Yes. Is there any other Star Wars stuff coming out this year?
Those were the big things that were announced.
Playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 with me.
Actually, maybe.
Yes.
not- Oh.
Yes, probably. I would probably rather play that.
You should try it.
The
It's
sound effects are great in that game.
That is an amazing they sound in game and looking. It's beautiful.
And honest, I'm pretty sure they've added so much to that game now. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's a lot better than when it was released.
I'm sure
And it wasn't.
I would
honestly,
hope so.
Like that game wasn't even bad when it was released.
It was just
Just had
caught
bad
in
things
that
in it.
Yeah.
loot box
Yeah.
garbage
Fiasco.
pile that EA brought upon themselves.
Yeah. Just unfortunate decisions. Oh, the cat is back.
Can you hear the podcat? Should I go get him?
Yes, go get him.
Podcat.
Come here, podcat. Meow. Heard me meowing the Star Wars theme, probably. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Hurry up, Brett, or else I'm going to have to keep meowing. This is our best episode yet. Number 14th, though, in my list.
Well,
As
yeah,
I
you
stated
knew that
before.
ahead of time.
Yeah. I'm good at judging things before they come out.
So
You can just hang out up here.
let's talk
You
about
won't move, right?
the trailer the teaser trailer that we got. We put a reaction video out for.
We
If
did.
you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. You're probably gonna hear more of a more expanded version of our actual thoughts on the trailer
Yep.
here. So, what did you guys think of it? Brett, I know your answer.
I liked it.
I think you know my answer, too.
Yeah, I probably do.
It doesn't look like my favorite Star Wars. It looks like
Well, your favorite one is number 8, right?
well, but
It's going to retcon your favorite Star Wars.
Yeah.
we'll see. So two things. First off, it is a teaser trailer. It is
Yeah.
not showing plot. It's teasing tone and trying to get the nostalgia feels for. I mean, it's a piece of marketing, right? It's being deceptive to make you want to see Star Wars, which apparently it didn't do very well for Tyler or Luke. But it has all the things that I think make a good Star Wars. We'll see if the actual...
It has a Death Star. It has
It's a destroyed
Luke
Death Star.
Skywalker's lightsaber. It's got people doing flips when they train.
It's got a
It's
terrible
got-
title.
The terrible title.
I am not a fan of. I'm not currently a fan of the title, but I am going to wait to reserve complete judgment until I see what they do with the film to see if it's purely a marketing thing or if it's. I find that hard to believe because
What, that they would change it?
what do you mean?
Are you like, it's a marketing thing, would they change it?
No. That like
Or they're just calling it Skywalker because people will be like, huh?
yeah,
Okay, I gotcha.
but
Yeah, I think the title is atrocious.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's up there with like Attack of the Clones for me. Like that one's bad. Phantom Menace. Well, Star Wars has never really had great titles. The best one, Star Wars, is the best one. The second best one is The Last Jedi, I think. After that, I mean, they're okay. And then you have Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Rise of Skywalker, which I think are garbage.
I don't like the title. It almost seems like a clickbait title.
yeah. Well, so that's
We
why.
know
Welcome to
Yeah, we know what people want to see. Like you said, it's a marketing thing, which
Ooh, what does this mean?
I guess technically that's what titles are supposed to be, but it's just Star Wars has enough merit on its own to not need to use a title like that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I just think using the word rise is so cliche now. Like it's just
If you're gonna
it's
use-
Rise.
if
The
you're
Dark
gonna-
Knight rises.
If you're gonna use
Rise
the
of
word
the Planet of the Apes.
Rise
of the Machines.
use it in your first or second movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it being in the third, which I get that it like
They had to do it because everyone's had an R thing. Like you had Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi,
more
Rise of the Skywalker.
more than that though. Like in a 3-part story, you typically have a like self-discovery, a destruction of that, or challenges. That's the middle part is always the hardest, and then a like
Triumph.
rising to triumph. So I get why it works from that, but I don't know. Rising is like the first thing. I don't know, when I think of the sun rises in the morning, not at the. But
What was really confusing is when Planet of the Apes did it. They did Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and they did Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which is like, what?
Siebel thinks we like to hate on Star Wars. Except for Brett. I don't actually like hating on Star Wars because I really like it. But here's the deal for me. I didn't like The Last Jedi. Like, I just felt like it was so different, which Brett will say it subverted your expectations. It did, but it didn't do it in a way that worked for me. I don't mind my expectations being shattered, but if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work, and I didn't like the way it was done. Then Solo comes out. I don't even need to talk about that movie. That movie sucks. And then this trailer is supposed to, or this teaser, like you said, is supposed to set the tone to get you kind of feeling, hey, Star Wars is coming back. I don't feel like it's coming back. Like, I don't feel like Star Wars is back at all. I'm just like, okay, another movie. Hopefully it's better than the last one. Like, I just feel like they're going to be trying to, like you said, it's going to be nothing but nostalgia. And then the thing that concerned me is, and I didn't even know this until you started showing me, like, the concept art for 7.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like this movie's going to be stitched together, and I'm really worried about it.
Yeah, so one of the interesting things, at the end of this trailer, we see the Death Star in the water, in the ocean.
Can't have Star Wars without a Death Star.
And we hear
Age of Ultron also sucks.
Palpatine's. Yeah, Siebel was saying, Luke, that you guys are going to hate on Star Wars names and not hate on Age of Ultron. What's your verdict on Age of Ultron?
It's the title of a comic book, so they just used it.
Okay. So you're okay with it?
I'm fine with it. I didn't say it's great. It's better than Rise of the Skywalker.
I think.
Ooh, Star Wars Age of Ultron. Crossover confirmed.
I think maybe this summer, if we get a slow week, we won't ever have a slow week over the summer. But I think at some point it would be interesting to take a deep dive into Star Wars as a series and look at like what we like about it and why we like certain films or why we like certain shows. Oh, he was not like you.
He did not like that.
Podcat says no. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think that it looks fine. Again, I love Star Wars, and so I'm always willing to give the benefit of the doubt. My tone could totally change once I see the film. I have a feeling I'm going to go. This is a J.J. Abrams film. It's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy it while I'm in the seat. Once I get out and walk away from the theater, the mark of it will, if it lasts and I have to keep thinking about it and it makes me think, then I'll be happy. If it's like, oh, that was a lot of fan service and I didn't take anything away from it, then I'm not as happy as a Star Wars fan with that. But to each their own.
I mean, make no mistake. I'm excited to see Episode 9, regardless of not liking the trailer. But I'm going to call a spade a spade. I just didn't think it was good.
Yeah.
It didn't do it for me.
That's fair.
All right. So I love Star Wars. I was talking to Tyler for dinner. Star Wars is my favorite thing out of all this stuff that we talk about. So when I see something that I love and I find it extremely disappointing, like The Last Jedi, it's extremely conflicting. I think I've said this multiple times. I saw The Last Jedi, a movie I don't like, not as much as Tyler. I didn't like it. I saw it 3 times in theaters. Because I didn't understand. It's like, why am I not enjoying this? I love Star Wars. So I kept going back, and then like I just had to keep watching it, figure it out. Solo sucked. It was extremely paint by numbers, generic, nothing special about it film. And it was boring and bland and very dark, like visually.
Like the opening of Shazam dark? I think that opening scene is just so dark.
It is.
Sorry.
It really is. So, and then I watched that, and it's just like, even Solo, I was like, I really, really wish I liked this. But I'm not going to lie to myself or to others that I like something just because.
Yeah.
I don't want to trick myself into liking something, because then I feel like if The Rise of Skywalker does come out, I feel like I'll have to lie to myself again based on those lies, and it's just a more confliction within myself.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
messed up. Cat is attacking the
You
TIE
get
silencer.
this ship. You get it.
So
I
I,
can't kill Rey.
as a trailer, honestly, it was fine. It was finely crafted. It creates interest. But
And humor.
and humor. But what they showed me, I was not a fan of, because they're showing me Kylo fixing his helmet, and I see that, and I see a subliminal message of fixing something from the last movie. I hear the Emperor laugh, and I think they killed Snoke and they have no villain.
Mm-hmm.
The Emperor's had 7 movies. 7.5 if you count Solo, because he's technically alive, but I won't. I'm counting Rogue One, by the way, because Death Star. I see the Death Star, and I think, wow, another Death Star. It was in 3, 4, Rogue One, 6, and 7.
I have... Okay, no, go, keep going. It's Luke's time to talk.
I see them not sure of what to do, and them being reactionary, which has been an absolute struggle for Warner Brothers. Man of Steel came out, and people were like, wow, you're just going to let Superman destroy a whole city. So they're like, okay, we'll just mention that in Batman v Superman. Well, Batman v Superman was very much disliked, according to critics and not Snyder fans. And
Still
they
made a ton
were
of money, but...
they were reactionary again, and they made Justice League, which is just so confusing on so many levels about what it's trying to be. So when I see The Rise of Skywalker, I see them going, we have a lot of stuff we need to fix and people we need to re-grab to get into the Star Wars. Oh my gosh, Kat, please be careful. To get back into the Star Wars mainstream, because a lot of people left, and that obviously Solo is not going to be as popular, but there was some strain after the fallout from The Last Jedi.
Oh, hush.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, and I'm just not sure, honestly, and I didn't like what I saw, so I'm just conflicted. Inner conflict. It'd be a bad time for me if I was a Jedi. I'd be feeling the pull towards the dark.
Should be feeling the mode.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely on the mode.
I don't want to spend too much more time on this. I mean, we don't have anything else to really talk about. But, you know, if Warner Brothers and Lucasfilm has taught me, has revealed anything about movie making to us in the past 5 years, I think it's that movies really are really hard to make.
Oh, yeah.
I think we take for granted a lot of times, like, how good movies are.
Yeah, we get up here and we talk about, oh, it wasn't good, oh, it was good. Like, we know what we're actually talking about, and we know how to make a movie.
Like, again, like, whether, you know, what you take away... So some of this goes back to, like, art theory and the idea of an artist having a vision. What is the artist's message? How does the audience interpret it? Are you allowed to have different interpretations of it? Like, it's all very convoluted. And when you, on top of that, add the idea that this is like a $200 million thing that is managed by, you know, you have a director who hopefully has a vision, but then you have movies like, you know, Rogue One and Solo who have director or even Justice League who have directors drop out at various points in production or post-production, and then you have someone else come in to try and
Dropout's a kind word there.
finish it. Well, sometimes they're fired, sometimes they're
All 3 of those directors were fired.
not Snyder. I was
Snyder
talking
was
about-
fired. They just hid it underneath his daughter's death.
Okay,
It's very
whatever.
unfortunate.
That does suck if that's
It's really messed
100%
up.
true. But in any case, like, so these directors, I mean, like you said, they're fired. They have to report to producers. Like, when you want to know who's responsible for a movie, like really responsible for a movie, it's the producers. I think the best movies, typically producers say, we have a vision and we see that this director has a vision and we want that director to just see that vision through to the end. Like, and they just let them do that. I think that more times than not makes the best movies.
And that's
The leads in.
that's exactly what concerns me about 9, though. And I just
Well, sure. Well, but then you can look at that on a series level too. You have you this whole trilogy 7, 8, 9 are not cohesive in any way.
no. And that's what I was getting ready to say.
Because JJ and people online are talking about how JJ had this vision and then Rian Johnson came in and like wrecked it. JJ did not have a vision for the whole series.
No, they didn't have a beginning. They didn't know the end.
They didn't know the end.
Yeah.
Which
They've
is something
they've said that.
I think is a huge problem.
It is.
Like they
Sorry.
they
The
should
cat's
have
being silly.
they should have laid out from the beginning. This is where we want it to start, and this is where it needs to end.
right.
Like
How we get there is up to you.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I think like they didn't. I feel like I don't know. I don't know everything behind the scenes. I don't feel like JJ went. There you go. Have fun, and then he was done.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to make 8, and he was definitely not supposed to make 9.
9.
It was going to be Colin Trevorrow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and then Rian Johnson was like, "All right, here I go." Whoosh! Psych. And then Trevorrow got fired. And then they're like, like there should have been a laid out plan. That's why we are so blessed to have Kevin Feige in the
Yes.
Marvel Universe who goes,
Yeah.
"This is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. You can hit these points. Don't
This
do this."
is where you need to get to.
Yeah, and I don't know if, Kathleen Kennedy's just not that much of a hands-on
She may not be.
CEO, or I think isn't she CEO of Lucasfilm? I think technically that's her role.
Top
Yeah.
dog of Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
She's top dog of head of Lucasfilm. And she might just
boss.
not have her fingers in the dough as much as Feige does. Which, I mean, again, typically I would say I would prefer that. But you do, I think, when you're talking about these huge films with these huge budgets that are going to span over the course of 6 to 10 years, you have to have an underlying thread, not a puppet master, but someone who's just there to make sure things go smoothly.
Absolutely.
And we just haven't seen that in Star Wars. We haven't seen it in DCEU either. It looks like maybe that ship might be fixing itself.
Shout out Walter Hamada for coming in and trying to fix things.
It will be interesting to see what happens to Marvel when Feige leaves, if ever. I'm sure he
Yeah.
will, but
At some point, but
at some point you can't do what he does for too long without
Yeah.
just burning yourself dry. I can
I feel
imagine.
like Disney's gonna throw every penny they can at him, though,
For
right?
sure,
I mean,
for
they got to
sure.
keep him around.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, I'm gonna be there day one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I love Star Wars, but
I'm gonna see it 3 times even if I don't.
oh
like
yeah,
it.
I saw Last Jedi once. That and Solo are the only 2 movies of Star Wars that I saw once in theaters.
Oh, we can rectify that right after the show.
What?
He's
not
gonna
in
go see it in theaters.
Yeah.
Where?
I have a personal theater. You don't know about this?
I'll watch The Last Jedi again, and maybe my opinion changes. My opinion of movies change over time.
Yeah.
Good example, Blade Runner 2049. Hated that movie. Like a week later, I'm like,
I'll go to see that again.
That movie's so good. Then the movie comes out and I buy it the day it comes out. Like, I like that movie a lot now. It's just, it happens. Like, and Last Jedi may be one of those movies that when I watched it initially, I was like, I don't really like this. And now if I watched it, there may be something I really, really like about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just, things change.
Anyway,
Opinions change.
to answer your long ago question, Seabull, it seems like we just like to bash Star Wars. We don't. It's just how it comes across
Yeah.
Well, and
at this moment. For me and Tyler.
people are way more passionate about things that they care about, and so it's easier to, I think, be like, I'm super frustrated. What is the cat doing?
Being a cat.
You didn't earn
that
trash kitty cat.
It's I think it's easier to see the flaws when you really care about something. Like, for example, I did not really care about the Mortal Engines movie. I recognized that movie is really bad, but I still found enjoyment out of it, mostly because I had zero investment in it going in.
Right.
Same
When
for
you,
me
when
and
you have
Alita.
emotional investment in something, when it doesn't pan out the way you want, or you just don't understand it, even if there aren't expectations but you don't understand what's going on, then yeah, it hurts
Absolutely.
and it sucks.
I didn't watch any trailers for The Last Jedi. I had no idea what was going to happen. Also,
See, I didn't either.
I'm never doing that again.
I had the
It's
complete
too
opposite
hard and it
experience.
didn't help.
That it is way too hard this day and age.
I watched all the trailers and I felt like I was going to see a very different movie
Yeah.
than what I got.
And that's why I think I dislike it less. Or,
Yeah.
less than
Less
Tyler.
than Tyler. Okay, that's enough Star Wars.
Wait,
It's not enough Star Wars.
I didn't know, we don't have to, but I didn't know if it's Star Wars and we got to speculate a little bit, don't we?
Sure, we can speculate.
Even
a
with
little bit.
our
all right, let's do
complete
a little,
lack of actual knowledge.
little speculation, because speculation's fun. You're right. Let's speculate. Speculate.
What are we supposed to do on the show besides speculate? I mean, come on.
That's
we're
what
here.
everyone pays us to do. Wait,
We get paid.
we get paid?
Exactly $0 an hour.
Luke, real quick before we start speculation, Siebel says he appreciates your point of view. I want to try and understand why you don't like. I think he says Star Wars, but specifically these movies and Star Wars.
So,
He says you're welcome to not like it. Of course, I was just curious because he has the same feelings about a lot of superhero movies. Cool. Let us know, Siebel, which superhero movies don't quite hit that mark for you.
I'm guessing most of the early DCEU movies,
Maybe.
maybe. That'd be my guess. That seems to be where a lot of them fall.
Yeah. And a few, I mean, for me, it's like some of those, weirder, I don't know.
Maybe like a Kingsman or a Kick-Ass.
Yeah. If we're talking like MCU, like some of those sequels,
Oh yeah.
it's weird. It's weird because you think they can build off of the first one, but they generally
don't.
don't.
Yeah.
So,
Or the Dark Lord.
all right, speculation for episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Anyone want to go, or should I start?
You go ahead.
So I think again this is the end of the saga, the Skywalker saga. So 9 films. They've talked about taking a break after this. I think this is about Kylo and Rey, specifically Rey, but Kylo and Rey really embracing. It's about Rey. It's about Kylo embracing the dark side, and it's about Rey embracing balance. It's going to be the Death Star part. It's going to be a very small portion of it. It's an investigation, probably into what happened to Anakin and why Kylo had that turn. And the end goal is going to be becoming a Skywalker, because Skywalker is the new term for a balanced Force user. And speculation,
I have seen that in a lot of other places too.
Kylo does not survive. That's my speculation.
So, do you want to go or do me? Or do you have anything?
Go ahead.
Kylo is not going to be the villain of this movie. He is training with Rey in the TIE silencer. They are training together.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna kind of flash through mine real quick.
Yeah. Go for it.
The revelation of Rey's parents is true. They were nobody because this is my hot take, man. This is
gosh.
bold.
Bold
Oh my
prediction.
God.
This is bold. She is a clone.
No. Why would you do this?
A clone
Of.
Luke.
Oh.
Yeah, from his hand.
He told me this at
Yes.
dinner, and I was
Okay,
like,
I
"This is
love it.
awesome."
I
And
love it.
also,
I'm in.
And also, Snoke was a clone of Palpatine.
Is that why he looked all messed up?
Yes, in the Clone Wars, there is a clone who was a failed clone, and he is extremely deformed. That's what I think. I think it didn't really work, but he's the one that took over the universe. I do think the Emperor is dead. I think he's going to be a hologram. In maybe the Death Star or something. Let's see, what else did I think of? Oh, yeah, but I think they're going to go super weird, and Rey is going to be a clone of Luke. Somehow, I don't know. Maybe,
Hey, they did it with Logan.
yeah.
They
I mean,
did.
they
And they
they
made
get
it work.
They get Luke's hand. Maybe they need a way to fill out the DNA, and this is Carrie Russell's character is the rest of the DNA to fill it out. Turns out she's a girl.
We didn't see anything about Carrie Russell's character still, did we?
And then technically she'd be a Skywalker. But she'd also can still come from nobody because she literally has no parents. But also, like, even while being raised, they can still be drunks, and they just, they had her and they got rid of her. But
That is just the craziest.
I'm
like-
going for it, man. It's just like my theory for Infinity War, where I
love it.
thought
That's
Pepper
way-
Potts was in the
way
Iron
more
Man
fun.
suit and gonna die. But I'm going for it. I don't think I'm really super right, but that's what I'm gonna hold on to until December.
Okay. Tyler?
I think with them, it's not a Super Bowl prediction, and it's really not a lot of speculation because the teaser doesn't give you a whole lot. At least for me, I probably don't know as much as I know I don't know as much as you guys. I definitely think Kylo and Rey are teamed up, and they're just kind of doing their thing, especially with bringing the Emperor back. I think they're going to team up to take down the Emperor.
I think the
End of the saga.
I think
the
the Knights
Emperor's
of Ren-
finally dead. Like,
Finally dead.
I think the
yeah.
Knights of Ren are after Kylo.
Ooh.
Because he abandoned them,
Well, he kind of just destroyed everything, and
pieced,
yeah,
possibly.
maybe Disney villain master Hux is like,
Oh,
Knights of
Hux
Ren,
still
let's
alive?
go get this piece of crap. And he's like, fine, I'll just train with this chick.
I would enjoy giving him a little more to do. Like Hux.
I'm a villain.
I think Hux could be a really interesting character who has just kind of been treated as like a propaganda mouthpiece, which is fine. But if you're not gonna have another villain, then you need to
I'm
make it
gonna
more interesting.
Answer JT's question real quick. I don't feel like it's lacking mystery.
This is Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. Sorry. I don't feel like it's lacking mystery because I think there's a lot of mystery with this teaser trailer. And I don't feel like it feels unoriginal either. But I do feel like it's lost a little bit of its magic, and maybe that's just because we've gotten so much of it recently. At least
Yeah.
for me. You know what I mean? Like, if we would have just gotten 7, 8, and 9, I think it would be a little more exciting. Where we've gotten 7, Rogue One, 8, Solo, 9. It's a lot really quickly, and that's fine if it's a lot really quickly and they're all good to great. For me, I know some people really like 8, and some people really like Solo, but for me, they just didn't. 8 and Solo didn't work for me, and it kind of, I don't know. It lost a little bit of its allure. If 9's great, I'll be right back on the hype train, and I'll be like, I don't want to wait another 15 years. I want more movies right now. But as it stands today, that's just kind of where I'm at.
And even like when we reviewed The Last Jedi, what seems like 20 years ago, we talked maybe 9 will make 8 better.
Yeah,
Like,
it absolutely could.
Maybe we don't like 8 because we actually don't know everything that's going on, and we'll see 9 and be like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah.
And I
The story.
admittedly have only watched 8 once because I was just so like
Turned off.
I was
So mad at it?
I don't know if mad's the right word. I think I was just heartbroken. I just could not imagine Luke doing that, but whatever.
Maybe we need a prequel
No.
to.
I just had a really hard time with someone who literally was trying to prevent the most evil person and would not give up on him, but gave up on Ben so fast. I felt like it was just so quick. And it could be that we need more story there.
Yeah.
But I just felt like from someone who's trying to bring Darth Vader back from the brink to this kid's having a scary dream, or I'm having bad visions of this guy, I need to kill him. Like, that's just so hard for me to believe. But
We'll talk.
yeah, we'll
We'll do a whole nother episode. We don't have to do that episode live.
That's fine. That is fine.
Real quick, Siebel threw out there. Luke and Leia had a secret inbred child before they knew they were siblings, and that is Rey.
That
They
would be
brought in the
gross.
Game of
She'd
Thrones
be,
writer
she'd be
to write
way
those
older.
scenes too.
She'd be way older.
She would be way older,
They bring in
but
We all know what happens when you kiss.
Game of Thrones people.
Get pregnant. Right?
they actually started working on this years ago.
Yeah.
And then Battle Hub, welcome to the stream.
What's up, man?
Says they should have made Finn a villain in the next Star Wars movie.
Finn should have sacrificed Finn should have sacrificed himself in the last movie.
To be fair, he tried.
I know. They should have let it happen.
Yeah, but I like his costume in 9. So actually, like, one of the better things I think of the,
I like his
trailer
hair.
is I think all of the costumes look great.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Really, really small nitpicky gripe that doesn't influence it. It does. It does. It shouldn't.
but it does.
When I saw Anakin's lightsaber back again, I honestly kind of groaned.
So
I'm hoping they're just waiting to reveal her actual saber. If that's it, though, I'm kind of gonna be sad. I just like seeing new lightsabers. I mean,
Yeah.
small thing. It's just small,
fun.
nitpicky
Small thing.
thing. Small thing. Sorry.
I do think that, like, maybe for this trailer, that's one of those when we talk about mystery, and JJ likes his mystery boxes. Like,
Do you think it's a CG lightsaber? She did not actually even have that one.
no, I'm sure. I think she does have that one. But that idea of, I saw that break. How did she fix it? Is what they're going for.
I think they got some pliers and a screwdriver and just went,
Kind of put it just back together.
and then it was fixed.
I
Maybe
think-
they used the Force.
I think she'll have a different one by the end of the movie.
I think she will have a different one by the end of the movie too. I think she'll have her own. Depending
cool.
on if Kylo survives, if Ben Kenobi, if Ben Solo can be redeemed, I think it would be cool if he could take up that lightsaber and Rey would have her own. But I don't know if that, what that's
That'd be dope.
the realistic. There was did any of you all see the leaked poster?
Nope.
So there was a leaked poster that came out like 3 weeks ago, and everyone was like, "Oh, that is clearly fake." The problem is all of the costumes are exactly correct.
Oh.
and like the robots, like the new robot droid is on there, but it shows the Knights of Ren, and so it could be something where, kind of like in The Last Jedi, when they do the fight against the Praetorian Guard, like you can have a fight with Rey and Kylo against the Knights of Ren and have that be a really, I think, satisfying fight and conclusion. But he has to be redeemed, and I'm not sure they'll do that. Well, maybe if this is still following original trilogy things like JJ likes to do, very possible he could be redeemed because he's the Vader character.
More predictions coming in real quick. Gosh, we need to move on. But
Yeah, we need to wrap this up.
I don't think he needs to be fully redeemed. I think he only really needs to start. And then you have a segue into, if you still honestly want to continue his story, he can show up then in 10. 10 years later, he'd just be older and he'd be like, yeah, I was a douche way back in the day. Like, I messed up.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen, but you could.
It's prediction time. It's fine. All good.
Hot take!
Okay, real quick.
Raise the clone!
Before we wrap up, we all watched Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 1.
801.
Called Winterfell. We're not going to get into spoilers. Let's just give our impressions. Everyone go.
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was good, not great. A lot of cool reunions I really liked.
I thought, before Brett goes, because I know he's the biggest Game of Thrones fan, I thought for an episode that really had a lot in it, nothing happened. Like, literally nothing happened.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of setup, and I will say I'll accept that from this one. From this episode.
Yeah.
Like, if you can get rid of all of the extra setup,
if they
just
do
put
that
it
in
one
episode 2, then you'll start hearing my gripes.
Yeah.
But for now, yeah, it was good.
I don't think this isn't a spoiler. I like the role that Bran is going to play this season, and let's move this on.
Yeah.
Let's go. We gotta go. Like, we don't have time for this. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Love it. He is us in his chair.
Yeah. Really more so than anyone else because of his kind of like he knows everything like us as the viewers know more. I did appreciate certain revelations that come to certain characters. I thought they were delivered really well.
I thought all the actors did a great job.
Who John something Brady, who plays Samwell Tarly, phenomenal. Like, he's given 2 scenes and he nails them.
Yeah, he did really well.
He does an amazing job.
He was really good. I just wish I cared about his character. Like, I don't.
Other things. There's a really
I have a theory about him.
There's a really cool kind of like
though, right?
Yeah.
the second to last scene in the episode where they're in Last Hearth. It's kind of like it kind of gives some horror vibes. I like that. I dig that a lot. Not like crazy action like we thought it might be, but
Yeah, we were like, finally an action scene.
oh wait, no.
Oh,
action
wait.
scene. Yeah, super excited for episode 2. Hopefully, we'll have more to talk about.
Siebel, we are not going to do a spoiler episode for this.
No, not for this one. Maybe we'll do one after next episode.
Maybe we'll do it after the season ends.
We could just do a
recap of the season and what we thought of the
I don't
final
know.
decision. Maybe.
We'll see.
Who knows what's going to happen? We never know what we're
It's
doing.
all about who pays us more.
Yeah. Indeed. Anyways, what did you guys, our listeners and viewers, think about Game of Thrones
And the Star Wars trailer.
and the Star Wars trailer? Let us know about anything that we're talking about.
You don't have to agree with us.
Just hit us up on Twitter or in the comments and be like, "Hey,
Your opinion sucks."
Your opinion is not my opinion." Let's be nice to
At the
each
boy
other.
Wanda, Ray's definitely not a clone. You dumb idiot. I'm going to be looking for that message now.
I got you.
Jeez.
It's happening. Okay. Overall, I think we kind of agree that it wasn't the most exciting episode, but a fine foundation for
Yeah,
the
it
rest
was-
of
it
the
was
season.
Certainly was not bad.
Look forward to the next one. Sorry, I'm moving us along like like Bran.
okay.
Fanbox time. Go.
Fanbox.
Fanbox. Oh, we had one Fanbox question from, where is it? At Seabull TV.
Seabull TV.
2 questions. Oh, they're about Game of Thrones. Perfect. One, what is the most surprising plot twist in Game of Thrones? And 2, what is your favorite moment?
Same answer for both.
Ooh.
Hard Home. That's all I'm going to say. That is my favorite episode. It has my favorite moment. And there's a little twist in that fight that just made me go, oh my gosh. So, yeah, Hard Home. That's the episode where they fight the Night King and his minions up above the... Oh, is that above the wall? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where they
what
kind
was
of go
it?
talk to the free folk.
It's where they like team up with the wildlings, free folk.
I don't want to say in case people
Okay.
haven't gotten to that point.
I can't remember the name of mine. Hold on.
Also, like, it was just an awesome fight scene. Like, people are getting absolutely plastered by the zombies that are popping up. And then there's a sound effect when something happens, and it's a really nice, pristine sound effect. And my jaw was just like, oh my gosh, everything's gonna change.
Okay, so my favorite episode is the one that's right after that, the Dance of Dragons. That is the one where the
where she blows up King's Landing?
No.
Oh, that was after the Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah, that one was Mother's Mercy. It's the next one, is the one you're talking about. It's the season 5 finale. Dance of Dragons is when Drogo comes, her dragon, what's his name? Drogon comes back into the fighting pits when Jorah's trying to prove his worth.
Oh,
and
she
there's
flies
all
for
the
the first
assassins, and then there's kind of a little... I think that's my favorite moment, is when Drogon comes in, she boards, she gets on, and then, like...
Isn't that her first flight? I think it is.
No.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I think it is. I think maybe it is.
Because it was her only way to get out, and she's just kind of like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because she had gone by the... Good call. Yes. So her first flight. Favorite revelation or plot twist?
Season 1, episode 9.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Literally mine.
That's...
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't want to steal your thunder.
And I'm going to go back to what I was talking about earlier. That's my favorite twist in the show, because my expectations were subverted in the best way, and it worked. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I had never seen a show do something like that.
You mean kill their main character?
Yes, and it rocked me. I was like, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome. Where do they go now? And it just left me in wonder, like, all right, I can't stop here. I got to keep going. And no show had ever done that on that level to me. And my favorite episode was the Red Wedding episode. I think it's Reigns of Castamere.
Yeah, Reigns of Castamere.
Because, again, it's an episode where they just do something you would never want to see a TV show do, and they kill like 5 characters so fast. And I was like, that's awesome. Super in.
My favorite part of that episode is when Mama Stark is like, and then she dies. Spoilers.
I'll for plot twist, I'll do the real, not easy, maybe easy. The Door with Hodor.
Oh, Hodor. I almost said that moment too. That
one
is so heartbreaking.
It's so heartbreaking, but I think it reveals, like, it's a plot twist in that, like, it does change how we perceive one specific character, but it really has, I think, big implications
on Bran.
On Bran and what he can do.
Yeah.
That just makes, like, I remember when that happened, and I just remember thinking, like, of all the possibilities and how much influence on what will happen down the road Bran actually has.
I mean, one of the theories out there is Bran is the Night King.
Yeah.
I don't think that, but
I don't.
If it turned out to be, I would be like, okay, yeah, makes sense.
I think my current favorite theory with Bran and his warging power is that he set off the whole chain of events by warging into the Mad King, and he was the cause of his insanity.
Oh, that's dope.
I'm of the...
Have they shown that he did that? Did they show him do that? Or is that the theory that he is going to do that?
That's the theory that he's going to do that
Okay.
yet. Like, somewhere in the
next 5 episodes?
The next 5 episodes, something's going to happen, because remember, the thing that the Mad King was mad was he just was repeating a phrase, burn them all.
Like Hodor says Hodor all the time.
Yeah.
Dang, that is crazy.
I am of
love
the.
that theory.
Dude, that's a good theory. I'm digging that.
Yeah.
I'm on that train.
I think that'd be super dope. I'm on the Night King as a Targaryen thing.
That their symbol more and more.
I think there's a lot of wind in that sail right now. With
Yeah.
One, the symbol. Two,
What's the symbol? The spirally
It's
thing?
Spirally
the
thing
Targaryen symbol.
really
pretty
looks
much.
similar. It has a similar shape to the Targaryen.
The dragon circle little thingy.
And then, of course, he can fly a dragon.
Yeah. Which, who knows if the rules are really the same
Right,
with an
right,
undead
right.
dragon. But, they did, even in the episode, at the end of, or the after the episode thing for this week, they talk about how they kind of offhandedly mention, the creators offhandedly mention that only a Targaryen can ride a dragon. It's like, well, okay, well, what does that mean?
Yeah. What are you getting at?
What are you teasing?
So, I'm of that camp, but I'm so in on the Bran thing. I think that would be amazing.
Hey,
It doesn't really.
why not both?
It doesn't really. I was gonna say it doesn't resolve anything that happens currently.
No, but it's awesome.
But yeah. Yeah.
And it, like you said, kicks off everything.
Yeah.
Is that our only question?
That was our only question.
Well, we're done. Bye.
No.
Real quick. We had a lot of fun today. But like thoughts and prayers to people in Paris with the whole fire at the Notre Dame. Like that's a place that I've been, and I've seen in movies, and you don't really understand the beauty of it until
Yeah.
you get and actually see it in person. And the fact that
It
that's
is truly magnificent.
like so much that has been destroyed is really, really sad.
Yeah.
I doubt we have any listeners in France, but like seriously, thoughts and prayers. That's heartbreaking, even for me.
Yeah,
So,
Absolutely.
anyways, if you want more, hopefully fun stories,
Yeah.
you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at What the Fanboy. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube. Hit that bell, and you'll make sure we get. I know we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
We don't have to.
If you hit the bell,
We don't
you
have
get
to.
notified when we put up things like
Reactions,
reactions and commentaries, which don't go out on like a set time, like our podcast.
Also, shout
show
out to the
does.
people that have apparently been watching / listening to our Avengers Infinity War commentary. Like, what the heck?
Thanks everyone for watching that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. Anyways, go
we're
check
on
out some of those other things.
SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, podcast apps. Just look for us, search us if you're on YouTube and want to listen to us on the go.
Yeah. Anyways,
We are there.
until next week,
We are everywhere.
we'll see ya.
Bye, everybody.
Is Rhaegar the Night King?